All right, let's get into it. Today we're talking about a way to garden that's honestly a total game changer. It's a method that lets you work with nature, not against it. It's called no-till gardening, and trust me, it might just change everything you thought you knew about growing things.
Does this hit close to home? Oh yeah. You're all fired up to plant a garden, but then you look outside and you're staring down a patch of ground that's basically concrete. Or maybe it's just rock-hard clay. The thought of digging into that, it's enough to make you want to just go back inside.
But what if I told you that all that back-breaking work with a shovel or a tiller isn't just hard? It might actually be harming your soil. What if there was a way to get that beautiful, dark, crumbly soil every gardener dreams of without all the digging?
So here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why that big tiller machine isn't your friend. Then we'll dive into the no-till revolution. After that, it's all hands-on, building your first bed, becoming a mulch master, and finally how to garden smarter, not harder.
You know the rototiller? That big, loud machine that's been the symbol of spring for, ever? Well, it turns out tillin can actually destroy the delicate structure of your soil. It messes up the whole underground ecosystem of good bacteria and fungi, and, the real kicker, it dredges up millions of dormant weed seeds, bringing them right to the surface to sprout. It's like you're planting weeds on purpose.
So what's the big idea instead? No-till gardening. It completely flips the script. Instead of digging down and fighting the earth, you build up. You're basically creating brand new, super fertile soil right on top of the ground just by layering simple organic stuff. And honestly, calling it a revolution isn't an exaggeration. The moment you decide to stop disturbing the soil, you start this amazing chain reaction of benefits. You end up with a garden that's healthier, tougher, and way less work for you.
And the benefits are just awesome. You're protecting that whole city of life under the ground, the worms, the fungi that are working for you 24/7. You're keeping weed seeds tucked away where they can't sprout. Your soil becomes like a sponge, holding on to water so you don't have to water as much. And did I mention it saves your back? No more tilling. You're literally building better soil every single year with less effort.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The science is there. Just look at the water savings. Studies have shown that a simple layer of straw in your garden can cut water evaporation by a whopping 35%. Think about that during a hot summer. That is a huge deal for your plants and your water bill.
Okay, so you're on board, but where do you actually start? How do you go from a patch of boring lawn or weeds to a thriving garden bed? Let's walk through it step by step. And spoiler alert, you can put your shovel away.
This little technique is called sheet mulching, or sometimes the lasagna method, and it's pure magic. First, just knock down the weeds or grass. Mow it, chop it, whatever. Next, lay down your weed blocker. Cardboard is perfect for this. Make sure to overlap the edges so no light gets through. Then, and don't skip this, soak it with water until it's floppy. Finally, you pile on the good stuff, a nice, thick layer of compost, and then top it all off with mulch like straw. And the best part? You can plant right into that compost, like today.
And you really don't need to buy anything fancy. This is so accessible. I love this quote from a Reddit user who just used what they had. All those Amazon boxes piling up, that's your future garden bed right there. Just peel off the plastic tape and you're good to go.
And this is what you get in the end. A beautiful, lush, productive garden that's just buzzing with life. And it was all created by feeding the soil from the top, not by fighting with it from below. It's pretty amazing.
Now that top layer, the mulch, is kind of the superhero of the no-till garden. It's like a protective blanket that keeps weeds down, holds moisture in, and slowly breaks down to feed all that life in the soil. But you gotta know which mulch to use and when.
So let's break it down. Wood chips are awesome for pathways or around stuff that's going to be there a while, like fruit trees. They last a long time and fungi love them. Straw is the classic choice for your veggie garden. Grass clippings? They're like a little nitrogen snack for your hungry vegetables mid-season. And shredded leaves in the fall? They are pure gold. A free resource that turns into incredible soil.
Okay, listen up, because this is super important. A huge warning. You have to know where your straw or manure comes from. Some farms spray their fields with herbicides that, well, they just don't break down. And if you put that contaminated stuff on your garden, you could make it impossible to grow things like tomatoes or beans for years. Seriously. Always try to get your stuff from a trusted organic source.
All right, as we start to wrap this up, let's just really lock in this mindset. No-till is about playing the long game. You're moving away from a system where you fight the same battles every year to a system where your garden just keeps getting better and easier all on its own.
I mean, when you put it side by side like this, the choice is pretty clear, right? One way tears up the ecosystem, the other one feeds it. One invites weeds to the party, the other keeps them out. It's really the difference between working hard and working smart.
But before you run outside, let me save you some headaches. Avoid these 3 rookie mistakes. Number 1, be patient. This isn't an overnight miracle. The real magic happens in year 2 and 3. Number 2, don't get lazy with the cardboard layer. You have to smother those weeds completely first. And number 3, don't try to convert your entire yard at once. Start with one small bed, get the hang of it, and then go big next year.
So, at the end of the day, no-till is really a new way of seeing things. It's about realizing your soil isn't just dirt. It's a living, breathing community that you can partner with. So the question is, are you ready to stop fighting your soil and start feeding